Right. Well, I'm a red blood cell, and I come in through the afferent arteriole, and I pass through those glomerular capillaries. But I can't leave into the glomerular capsule because I'm too big. Those fenestrations aren't big enough for a cell to pass through. And so I leave through the efferent arteriole, then to the peritubular capillaries, and then back eventually to the renal vein. I am never part of the filtrate and thus not part of the urine. If I am in the urine, if a red blood cell is found in the urine, then it's a sign that the filtration membrane has been damaged, perhaps through a bad fall or a blow to the lower abdomen. Something has allowed the red blood cells to pass through spaces which are larger than usual. The only other time that I should be in the urine is if there's a kidney stone, where you have this solid object that is digging into the epithelia, perhaps of the ureter, or perhaps elsewhere along the urinary tract, and that's causing bleeding into the urine.
Right, I am a white blood cell, and I shouldn't be present in the filtrate or the urine because I am too large to pass through the fenestrations under normal conditions. However, I can be isolated from urine in the case of a urinary tract infection, a UTI. And so I am typically the sign of something abnormal in the body.
I am a molecule of bilirubin, and I originally came from heme of red blood cell breakdown. Now, the liver was supposed to secrete me in bile, and I was to be released through the intestines. But if there are problems with the liver, if liver cells are dying, then bilirubin ends up in the blood instead of in the bile. And when the blood is filtered at the glomerulus, now bilirubin can end up in the urine. So, bilirubin in the urine is a problem of the liver because liver cells are dying.
Hello, darling. I am a protein molecule. Now, I'm too big to pass through the fenestrations or the slits between the endothelial cells. And so I go into the glomerular capillaries from the afferent arteriole, darling, and I leave through the efferent arterioles. The only exception to this is if there has been kidney damage. In this case, the damaged capillaries may have holes large enough to allow me to pass into the filtrate, and thus there could be protein in the urine. There may be trace amounts of protein in the urine if a woman is pregnant, or if someone does very strenuous physical activity because of the increased blood pressure. Sometimes small proteins leave through the fenestrations, but they're reabsorbed in the PCT. And so the only times that significant amounts of protein would be in the urine would be if there was damage to the filtration membrane of the glomerulus.